Yo. I turned the game on and I was like, let's let it play the beautifully recreated opening movie again. And then I went and said, I went to the bathroom. I made my tweets. I made my Discord posts. I came down and I sat back down. And then before I even turned the mic on and said anything, I was just sitting here
Whoa,
yeah.
Mondo cool.
I was just sitting here vibing to it.
Mondo cool.
Holy shit. Comb with the double dab resub. Hey, thank you. 18. What do you have to do to get the gold goo? I think it's a year. I don't know why I'm asking you. I said it. It'll show me if I hover over it, right? Double bab. I see now. Is that like bam, like bamboo? Oh, it is 1.5. Okay. Raw. So that would mean that Comb just got that, right? Did I make these? Like baby? Double bab. Hey, guys. What's up, everybody? Comb, thank you for the double bab dab. Oh, 18 months. Like 2 babies. What if you had twins, you had to wait 18 months for them to come out instead of 9? What if the more babies that you had inside you at the same time, what if they had to take one 9-month term each? Guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the gamers. Hey gamers, Turn of the Drew, Sizz, Kingo, Will, Isaac, and Comb. Stream title, what happa? Listen, if you had given me a good title, I would have used it. Oh! Horse. This is what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna shoot the breeze over this horse. There she go. Remember the scrunch horse? Look, you could see it there for 1 second. Scrunch horse. Everybody tweet it. If you didn't tweet it, I wrote you down. You're on the list. I'll know who the real believers of the scrunch horse are by the end of this. And if you didn't tweet it, I'm giving you an arse. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Shadow of the Colossus. The Shadow of the Colossus. How the fuck is Comb sub to Snag for 45 months? That would be a long time. We're probably at the shrine, right? We can just jump around in there for a little bit while we start the stream. Oh, fuck. He's like... Nobody play with me. Everybody betray me. Look, what's that? Is that... Oh, that's his sword. I was like, is that like a fucking watch? I thought he was wearing like... It's like a big-ass, like, clunky-ass watch. It's the ball on the hilt of the sword. Is there a name for that? This is like when the game when Final Fantasy VII crashed on Zebra the other night, and he went, "I'm not in the race anymore." Pommel? That sounds like it could be right. I'm dropping out of the race. This is like when Shikamaru was playing with Shogi with his dad. And then he puts his head down at one point, and all the homies cry. Guys, welcome. Yeah! This is the goal today. Oh my god! It's gonna be so fucking loud! Ah! Ah! Fantasy Zone machine broke. Hey, Zebra, thank you for the big raid. Hey, Sizz. Sizz popping his resub now. He knew when to save the ult for. Sizz, thanks for the resub. And what's up to Zabrag and Buddy Bro, who were not here. The goal of today, you guys, is we're gonna finish the Colossus like that. Let's test the Hey, McDonald's, can I have a Fantasy Zone cone? No, sorry, Fantasy Zone's broke. Okay, it really is. It is like a Dark Soul plunging attack. It doesn't. It's not like. Listen, listen. It's sort of it's kind of the meme at this point. I know what I have the volume set to. I never change it. I just think it's funny to like scream a lot, you know? All right, look. We're gonna finish the Colossus like that. There's a trophy for it. We're also gonna try to beat the 8th. We're gonna try to beat the 8th Colossus in one go, and we're definitely not gonna do it. But we are gonna try. You guys, this is Shadow of the Colossus. If you weren't here for the last time, this is the best game of all time. Fuck what your friend said in middle school. Your friend who was playing Shadow of the Colossus in middle school. Fuck whatever your friend said in middle school. It's a 10. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows it's a 10. Everybody knows it's a 10. Last time we came here, we're in the Forbidden Realms. We have this sword that shoots out a laser light show, like some Pink Floyd shit. We got Aggro here. She's the Scrunch Horse. We came here to save. We came here to save Sleepa. Let's go see her. I'm gonna shine this Rave sword in her face and see if she wakes up. I'm gonna shine my Grave Lord Rave sword on her. It's so fucking bright in this one room. All right, this is Sleepa. She's what's so truly important to us. We came here, we brought her here, we talked to the big dude in the sky, and he was like, yo, what's up, dude? And we were like, hey, can we bring her back to life? And he was like, all right, but you're not going to like it, dude. And so in order to do that, we have to defeat the 16 fragments scattered about the land, which are the Colossi. They're just a bunch of big O's, and we're going to go big O them. Stop walking upstairs. You're going to hurt your award-winning hooves. And that's really all we did. We beat 5 of them, and there's 16. So today I think I would like to get at least 5 or 6 down, because they start to take a little bit longer. We have like a lot of the most annoying Colossi to do today. Specifically 9. 9 I remember really not liking. Maybe I'm better at games now, and we'll have like a fine time with it. And I also remember being really frustrated with 8, but only like the first time I played. But I've never really forgiven 8 since then. And if we don't have high enough health, it could still be hard. Because he's definitely one of the more like, he's like one of the more like DPS Colossi that there are. But I think we're just gonna get on the way. Hey, I was watching Zebra. Zebra stream was funny. But we gotta kick it off here with a, we can't just start galloping. We gotta kick it off with a, Hurrah! Question of the day, would you ever ride a horse? Would you ever ride a horse? Yeah. Guys, welcome to the stream. It's the Snack Show. I hope everybody had a good week. I had a fine week. I was off for like most of the week. And yet the week still felt, there feels fruitish. I think there's a fruit around here. I was off like almost the whole week. I was off on Monday for the holiday. I worked Tuesday. I was off Wednesday and Thursday because this is my short week. And then I work today, and I'm off tomorrow and Sunday. But we got some just absolutely obnoxious news today. Now I'm like dreading work on Monday. Now I'm like full like I'm browsing Indeed over the weekend mode. Because we had a Aggro, where the fuck? I don't like butterflies. They freak me out, dude. Aggro, it's fine. We had a on Tuesday we had a department-wide town hall meeting that went fine. It was mostly good. Kind of going over some things people had some concerns over. Some things we were reassured on. Some stuff was just general housekeeping. I was like, fine, this is all great. This is whatever. Fucking 3 days after the town hall meeting, today, out of nowhere, we get told that our department is going to be taking auto insurance calls again now, which is not something we've done in like 2 years. We were doing it at one point during the pandemic because the call volume was just cracked and insane. And but today we just got told that this whole different product line that we normally don't handle, we're just handling it again starting Monday. There's not even any like notice. We're just all doing it again. We got a 2-hour training refresher and we're just doing it again on Monday. And I'm not mad because I don't remember the product because it really isn't that different. I'm just mad because I just don't like doing it. And the calls are going to be so much fucking... Like, it's just going to be back-to-back calls for, like, 4 months until they do exactly what they did last time, which was realize it's too much for our department to take calls for every single line of business and not get paid more for doing it. And then they take it away. But I don't know. I'm mad about it. I don't like auto. The people are rude. And the calls they're longer. So I'm mad about that. Because they could have, like, I guess because of the feedback they got in these town hall meetings, that was why they decided to, like, make this change. And I believe that, like, in the department where the actual people who do auto insurance, like the actual auto insurance agents, I believe that they are swamped. But, like, at the same time, that is not my job. And I don't like to do work that isn't my work. I don't like to do work at all, actually. That isn't my job. So, but I mean, like, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like the end of the world. It's just like annoying. I'm already frustrated. I'm over it. Today we had back-to-back calls anyway, so I don't know why our fucking call volumes are apparently so much less. Okay, here we go. Hey, but you know what, though? We're in Shadowville now. No. I want to get his tail and not kill him. Did he die? One of them dropped their tail before. Oh, I did it. Okay. Yeah, this is now a pacifist run of Shadow of the Colossus. We only snag tails. We do not kill geckos. He'll grow it back. We're in this beautiful forest, by the way. I remember this area from the original game, getting super fucking lost in here. Yeah, this is a pacifist run of Shadow of the Colossus. Agro, how did you follow me in here? You're such a good horse. I wish I could give you a pet. Yeah, we just now got into the woods. Had to do a tech check for an interview on Wednesday, and the tech is still not working right. Hey, Isaac. Good luck. We came here from the Colossi and such consultation office. Will has gotten into Mob Psycho 100. But it came at the right time because I also just finished watching Season 3 of Mob Psycho 100. I let it finish and then I caught up on it. So I've been in like a mob mood. And by a mob mood, I mean I've just been listening to like the second opening on repeat. Which isn't even like the one that was like, that's like most in my mind. It's just the one that I like the most. I've been in a Mobu mood. I also have been playing Final Fantasy VII. Some of us recently started a Final Fantasy VII race. Some people playing it for the first time. Some people not playing it for the first time, but it's still a race. I'm playing it on this is my third time playing through the game. Obviously, everybody knows the first time. But then I played it again on Switch a couple years ago. And with the Crisis Core out, and I also never played the interlude, or whatever it's called, intermission. What the fuck is the, what's the Yuffie DLC thing called in the remake? I never played that, so I figured I would just, like, go through all the Intergrade. I figured I would just go through all the Final Fantasy stuff again. and then when the remake part 2 comes out, I'll be like so primed for it. So like that'll be cool. I'm looking around in this forest for fruit. I feel like they would absolutely fucking hide a fruit tree in here. I also beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 this week. I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and I watched the finale of Mob Psycho on the same day. And I literally just cried all day. I did not think that the finale of Xenoblade 3 was going to get me as bad as it did. You could not have convinced me that I was actually going to shed tears over it. Not that I didn't like the story and characters of that game, because I did like it. But I wasn't prepared to, like... I guess I like wasn't expecting what it was going to be like, and I wasn't ready for it. And it slugged me. And I've also been... beautiful! I've also been playing Pokemon trading card game a little bit on the side. Also, not a new game for me. I just like that game. Oh, we've got this. Whoever built this little spider web is prime real estate. Look at all these like gnats buzzing around here. This shit was definitely not in the fucking. Absolutely not in the original version. This is lovely. When I was a kid, again, I grew up in Florida. If you grow, I think this is why maybe I'm like not afraid of bugs. Really. If you grow up in Florida, you don't have a choice, kind of. You cohabit with them. When I grew up in Florida, we had a fence between our yard, and the neighbor's yard. And there were these golden orb spiders, which if you've never seen one before. Completely harmless spider. I'm sure they can bite, but they're not venomous. Completely harmless spider. But they're big and they're scary looking. And my neighbor Sam's mom used to come out and like smack down the golden orb webs and like kill them. And my mom and also I always used to get so mad about it. Because not only were they not dangerous, which is why she did it, but two, they were beautiful. That's what that big spider web reminded me of. Like, if I walked through a spider web without, like, noticing it, I would freak out. Like, that's just a primal thing, right? Like, you'd be like, ugh, ugh, ugh. But, like, if there was just a spider web that I observed from afar, that's a beautiful creation of nature. I would never fuck with that. In fact, there was a daddy longlegs that lived in my shower for, like, 4 months. And the other day was the first time we've ever really had, like, a... a standoff of sorts, because I just let him chill. I was happy to let him hang out. The other day he went on the move. I don't know if he was like Charlotte's webbing himself, but the other day, this is like what, Tuesday or Wednesday, Daddy Longlegs started moving, and I was like, where are we going, Daddy? Because he was coming pretty close. He was up in the corner, which is why I just left him up there. But he went on the move, and I was like, I wonder if he's like, is he trying to get to like the condensation on the wall, the moisture? Is he like thirsty? But then I finished my shower and I left, and then when I came back, he was gone. There wasn't a little curled up husk on the ground, or he wasn't in his corner. He was just gone. So I don't know if he left or if he just like crawled off and died and didn't want his homie me to see him like that. But Daddy's gone. He no longer lives in my shower. He really lived in there for like 3 months. And we just chilled in the morning. It's my little buddy. I mean, I assume they have to, right? Do spiders get thirsty? I would think. I mean, I guess they probably don't drink like water, but I'm sure they get fluids from something. I don't know if maybe they get all the moisture they need from food also. I just figured, like, I was just trying to figure out why he was moving. Because he'd never moved before. I didn't know if he was trying to get from one corner of the shower to the other. But that didn't seem to be it. I think we're going down here. Oh, yeah. This one is underground, this Colossus. I guess there might be fruit in that tree. I'm looking for fruit. I looked up what the fruit looked like because I couldn't remember if they all were like orange like that one in the first area. And it turns out they aren't. A lot of them are like, they look different. Like anything that is hanging in a tree, you can eat and it gives you health. And they all have like sort of a different look. There is also a very cool secret area in this game that I don't exactly remember where it is. But if I don't find it like as we're just exploring out here, we'll go and find it before the end of the playthrough because I do want to show it to you guys. But I think it's time for some action. Let's see if we can find this Colossus. Oh, this is the fucking desert. Okay, we've gone too far. Or maybe not. Let me look at the map. Where am I? Okay. Alright, so the forest is through that, like... The forest is through that, you know, that, like, crevasse there. Is this right? There is another Colossus you definitely fight out here, but I don't remember this one being out here. Maybe it is, though. I think if I go down... Was there a way to go down this way, though? Can I get to that tree if I go this way? Yeah, here we go. I want to check if this tree has fruit. I think this was like the first place that I really got lost, was that forest area, because there's a couple ways you can go in there, and I think that one of them is a dead end. And I was just like, what the heck are what? Yoo-hoo, fruits? Fruits? I don't see any. I mean, this game predated the like open world field game by a couple years. You know? I don't know like what sort of the like other than like obviously Grand Theft Auto was a successful open world game that started in this gen and kind of like created like at the time they were called sandbox games, but you know, it kind of became the open world game. That game kind of kicked off the like gen, or kicked off like the genre, I mean. But I don't know like what the first like run around in a big open world field kind of game was. I don't know if I would necessarily say that this qualifies as that, but it definitely like has that vibe kind of, you know. Spiders indeed take sips of water to survive. Zelda, I don't know if I would say that, like, I guess Zelda does have a big open world, like a big open field, but like, I don't know, it feels like sort of different. But I guess it's all sort of like, it is all sort of like a logical progression. This is a gorgeous area, but I'm not looking at the beautiful scenery, and in fact, I'm just looking at these fucking trees for fruit. Hee 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 hee, go, go, me, hee hee. Play, 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 go. Yeah, I think the difference is that, like, in an open world game, the field is like the draw. And even though in Zelda, like, it is, like, in Ocarina of Time, or even, like, Link to the Past, it was impressive, like, how big the field was and how much it felt like at the time there was to explore. But the field is definitely still, like, the route between things you're going to, you know? Whereas in this, I feel like, or not like this, but, like, in open world games, a lot of the shit you're doing is in the field, you know? That looks like a fruit tree. I think it's these, like, big trees. Aggro, don't come in here, because I don't want to do the never-ending story. I would literally rather die than have that happen between us. That's it. I'll just get on the horse. And that way, if the ship goes down, I'm going down with it. There has to be fruit in this tree. Look how big this tree is. This is perfect. Okay. Let me know if you guys see fruit. Yes. Yes. The hunt pays off. Health. Right on. All right. Let's see. Question of the day: is anyone here old enough to have seen the Neverending Story? I love that movie. I'm one of those people who like didn't find out about the like horse dying scene in that from like, you know, like some boomer on YouTube, but actually just truly was traumatized by it as a kid. And there's we had that on VHS, and I always used to make my mom skip the part where I feel so betrayed that I don't remember the name of this character. But there is there's this scary wolf who like follows the protagonist around through the movie, and he's just kind of like scary and like around. He never even like really like gets him, but like he's just like a presence. Like he like chases him sometimes, or it's like this sort of like metaphysical wolf creature. And I always used to make my mom fast forward through past the parts with the wolf because I thought it was scary. The sands. Look how fucking big. Can't even see anything. Would you consider Jak and Daxter open world? I mean, didn't they eventually make them like GTA, like sandbox games, kinda? Isn't Jak 2 and 3 like that? I mean, I know Jak 1 like kind of is also like that, but like I don't know if I would say that I think that is. I do think it's really interesting, like the pipeline from, because I think that the 3D collectathon is what like here we go. This is what we're looking for. I really think that genre evolved into the open world game, and I just think like looking at those like gens from the 5th gen of gaming to the 8th gen is like a really interesting pipeline of like how gaming evolved. I would write an essay on it if I was like doing that. All right, this is where we're going. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love the Heffalump song. Also, the Heffalumps are real, sis. Shoutouts to if you've ever seen either the Heffalump song from Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh or the Pink Elephants on Parade sequence from Dumbo, you definitely owe it to yourself to watch the other one. If you've ever... Gomork, that's what he's called. Yeah, the wolf guy. I used to make my mom fast forward past him because he was too scary. If you've ever seen the Heffalump song from Winnie the Pooh, but haven't seen Dumbo, Pink Elephants on Parade, or the other way around, then you deserve to watch the other one. That's what I'm saying. It's really fun, like really comedic how alike those sequences are from two like 60s Disney movies. Except Dumbo is from the 40s, but you know what I mean. I don't know what the camera is trying to make me do here. Look, does this room give you any vibes of anything, you guys? Do we not think it looks a little bit like something our croissant little stupa little friendo and his little slightly taller girlfriend would explore? I kind of think it does. I also kind of think the brightness might be like a little too high for me. But it looks better tuned on the stream, so I'm gonna leave it how it is. Is this Hope's Peak Academy? You got it, K-Man. I don't think I ever saw Signs as a kid. I would have been scared by it though. Oh Jesus! Oh, we're dying. Not with that health, baby. I was just trying to fall down. Look, this guy's okay. I said this guy was the homie last time. This guy's the homie. I don't know who opened that. Did he do it? I don't know why that opened. It might have made more sense if I had like climbed down it, but we just fell. Anyway. Meet the homie. This guy is called Barba. And he's the 6th Colossus. And his defining character trait is that he's got a big beard. But other than that, he looks a lot like Valus, the first Colossus. They're kind of like brother Colossi. Valus and Barba. He's also called the Minotaur. Again, the names for the Colossi, you guys, are fan-given. They are not like official names. But I think people call this guy Barba because I think Barba is hair. It's Latin for hair, and he has a big beard, so. Barbos or something. I think we came up with them. We could come up with them. You guys want to come up with names for the 5 that we beat already? Anyway, this one is like kind of interesting because it's like a chase. You gotta kind of outrun him through these walls. Like, where else are you gonna fucking go? He is caught up on me because I was trying to show you that. But uh-oh, oh no, we got a dead end here. What are we gonna do? Barba es importante. I'm shooting him in the hand. Take this, you big guy. Hey, you guy. You can't beat me. You chased me into a hole. Watch this. This one is a little bit like the, fourth Colossus, in that he's curious, and of course, you know, you're gonna grab onto his big beard. And then the greatest song of all time plays. He has like this cool spinal cord thing too. He looks a little bit different than Valus, but they are definitely like brother Colossi. There's another one, the 15th, is sort of like these guys too. He's like the dad of them. I'm not sure why some of them would look the same. I mean, like, from a dev perspective, I absolutely know why, but like, for an in-universe lore reason, I'm not sure why some of them would look the same, but maybe they mean to represent similar, I don't know, similar powers sealed away. This is kind of like Mob. But other than grabbing on this guy's beard, he's pretty simple. I feel like you could get lucky with this one. I think the beard is a little bit harder to like. It's a little bit less defined in the original version, so I think a little bit harder to tell what's going on with the front of his head, like that you can climb up it. But I think eventually you just kind of figure like, what else is there for me to do? This thing's got to be going away soon. This isn't your only sigil. This is hard mode. Is that hurting him? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it goes. All right. Let's find out where the next one is. But I'm gonna grab your shoulder first. Whoa! But I think this guy's the homie. I think he looks cool. I like him more than Valus just because of the big beard. I think if any of the Colossi laugh like Seth Rogen, I think it's this one. I think this is the Colossus most likely to eat a chili dog. Where do you even else have on you, dude? I also think that both of those sequences that we were just talking about are really cool. And I also was not scared of them as a kid. I just liked them. Pink Elephants on Parade, I think, is one of my favorite like animated sequences in anything. It's actually really visually interesting. Again, people think that those. I feel like people underestimate those old Golden Age Disney movies. Some of those movies are really creative. Pink Elephants does a bunch of cool shit with like morphing, similar to the Mob Psycho 100 opening one. Honestly, does a lot of that like psychedelic kind of like morphing shit, similar to like I would almost liken it to like the Pink Floyd The Wall movie, like. Which is another one of my favorite pieces of animation. It's really cool. This is a very precarious spot. It's precarious. I might need to. I think I'm going to eventually climb back up, but I'm gonna get one more thrust in. This is also not a spot where I can get my jumping thrust kill, so that stinks. Whoa, man! I'm not falling though. We are getting ready for the time trials. I need to get on that shoulder. Huh. All right. The song for Heffalumps is a little creepy. It has that whole part where it's like played on like accordion or something, or maybe one of the elephants turns his trunk into an accordion. And there's that one guy who has that really deep voice. Do a little drop fall in here. That is apparently on mark. I think we're just gonna go play this safe and go back up. This dude is thrashing like he's at the Slayer show. He's at one of those heavy metal shows that all the kids are talking about these days. He's doing a little shimmy shuffle. This one's the homie. Do this thing again. Whoa! That was precarious. I think we've got plenty of time though to sidle over here and get another stab. He's got to have one more sigil, I think. I don't know. I live in fear of where it's gonna be. If it's on his shoulder, that would be awesome. Because that would mean I can maybe potentially get my jumping kill. Anyway, I think I saw Pixel ask, "Why are we killing this guy?" Because he just seems like a big lad. And yes, that's what the game is. That's the point to the game. Okay, if I get a well-timed, I should be good. All right. Whoa. Let's put that protruding spine back in there for you, buddy. Yeah, there should be a game like this, but instead of killing the Colossus, you're performing like giant kaiju chiropractor. Chiropractic? Chiropractic? What'd you call it? Rebuilding them. What if you're building them up? Just gassing up the colossal homies. Where is it? I'm trying to get a good. It looks like I can kind of maybe grab down the sides of his. There we go. Okay, it's down here. We did finish that sigil though. It didn't like disappear, did it? This would be easier for me to look at from the ground, but I'm not going to fall. Does he have fur on his arms? Maybe. Yes, he does. Okay. I think that must be where it is then. If I get down there, how am I gonna get like grip back? That seems like such a you're done here. Could that really be where it is? He does have it on his left arm though, and I would assume the right one too. But the sword looked like it was pointing down there. Aggro. Wander. That's not your name. Okay, here we go. Me. Can you imagine Peter up here? Little Peter wander. Alright, this is not a good spot. This is a bad spot. Okay, well, we've made it down here now. This is not enough hair for me to grab onto. Also, the sigil is definitely not here. Alright, I'm gonna have to fall off. I don't know where he has. Look at how fucking ripped this dude is, though. He's got them, like, bodybuilder veins. Alright, we'll find it from the ground. Oh, hand. It's on his hand. Alright, well... How the fuck? This could be one of the canon sigils. I actually don't remember 100%. I think we can still get to it the same way. I'm wondering if maybe instead of jumping on his beard here, we can get on his hand. If he puts it towards close enough towards the ground. Take this, homie. I think if you shoot the sigil with the arrow, you actually can do a little bit of damage to it. Alright, there we go. Yes, okay. Yes. Bring out the sword. And now, this is definitely, I think this is one of the canon ones. I just forgot. Again, I told you, we think we know the solution to the puzzles. There's definitely gonna be some stuff we don't remember. I think the one on his lower back, like on his side, is the hard mode one. This is pretty cool though. All right, we're gonna try. Considering it looked like I had enough of a window to get one jumping stab into the hand there, we're gonna try to do it. Who better to do it on than the homie? I think I can get one more big one here. One more charged one. Yes, okay. Disengage. Oh no, I'm sorry, I meant. Did you know this is one of my all-time favorite game soundtracks? Did I say that in the last one? Steiner? He's like, nah, bitch, you're not getting that trophy, dude. Nah, bitch, you ain't getting that fucking trophy, bro. Oh, maybe it's because maybe he sees me. Look at how cool and fucking gnarly the faces on these things are, by the way. Ouch! Come out, dude. Okay, fine. Maybe he do see me. Dude, I need you to put your hand down. Where am I? Alright, we need to, like... I don't want to get hit by that again. There we go. We didn't that time. Here. Oh. No! Shoot. Oh, I had the sword out. I thought I had the bow out. Doesn't see me yet. Maybe do I need to run out a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Okay. God damn it. I don't know if this one's happening. The 8th would be so much easier to do this on. Literally a Colossus that his sigil is on his stomach and he falls on his back. Like... Or even the knight, I think, has... Maybe he doesn't. I think he does have his sigils underneath him. But I want to see if we can do it on this one. Oh, that was so close. Oh, so close. Who knows it? This guy's like getting real tired of your fucking shit, dude. Oh yeah, well, what do you say to this? I'm gonna shoot you in the dick. happening. I'm sure it can be done. Let me go over here first. Oh, that hit him. I stabbed into him, but it wasn't on the sigil. All right, we're doing it. Fingies, high Rinslet. What a fucking big guy. I think this one's bigger than the first Colossus, though. Like a little bit bigger. Steiner. Thank you. That time I jumped like up onto his cuff thing. Here we go. No! We're jumping the... That was a beautiful flop. A beautiful disaster. We're getting better. I think I could be like queuing up the leap from like way further back. From fingies. I could be jumping from like the second digit to the palm, or to the back of the palm. That time he just belly flopped onto it. Okay. It's not that hard, Wander. I'm fucking doing this. I'm literally doing this.
Whoa. Mondo, cool.
Yo, Tamal. Thank you for the resub. Just fell right on his fucking neck. This is... Wander's doing some wonderful choreography here. It's wonderful. He's just flying off of this hand. All right. I just don't know. All right, we're gonna have to try it on the 8th, I think. There are some other Colossi that are much less vertical than this one that I'm sure it would be easier to do it on. Alright, let's just finish this guy then. Actually, give me one more try. Actually, we're going to try one more time. Yoo-hoo. Steiner. Steiner. Yeah! Yes! See, he has hooves. That's what they call him, Minotaur. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. We gotta get out of here. Aggro! Damn it. My water bottle is leaking all over the place. Damn, we got a lot of guys showing up at this thing. Y'all want to go to Chili's? I wish I had Zebra's soundboard, because I would definitely play like a every time one of the statues crumbles. All right, well, there's number 6. Back to see Reagan. This is even more forced. When it was in Yakuza, it like fit a little bit. That little kid in Kamurocho is definitely a Shigeo-kun. A ruin hidden in the lake. A ripple of thunder lurks underwater. Cloud moon. This guy's pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but cool. All right. Let me just give our sleep a little kiss on the forehead. All right. And where's my horse? Ah, shoot, the sun. Sneeze. Question of the day. Do you sneeze when you get out, like, into the bright sunlight? I do. But some people don't. It's like a reflex, I guess. I looked it up one time. Yeah, we got it, Sis. Getting some real baby vibes. I guess this one's off in that direction. Oh, yeah, over by Gaius. That's right. Definitely. I think he's right around that same lake, even. Gotta keep my head down here, baby. Yeah, I sneeze in the sun. I used to sneeze in the sun worse when I was younger, though, I think. I feel like I don't sneeze in the sun as bad. The sneezing in the sun that I always, like, associate is going to the grocery store with my mom and then coming from out of the grocery store into the sunlight. I remember always sneezing. And I feel like if I went to the grocery store with my mom as in these days, in 2023, I may not sneeze. The middle pillar looks like a bird. Where you see ya? No, aggro. We're not going that way. Oh, I want to go to the beach with you. Yeah. Not today. Oh, shoot. Yeah. All right, maybe someday. Yay! The beach from Eco? Nah, that's the second Colossus beach. Down there. That's not the beach from Eco. That's fruit. There's fruit in that tree. I know it's a fruits tree when I sees it. There's definitely fruit in this one. It's so precarious. Yeah, baby. Now, I would assume that only one of these fruits will give you health, but maybe not. Or maybe we have to, like, get them before they, like, roll down. So let's stand downhill. Try our luck here. Nope. Alright, well, all these give me health? Because I'll eat all of them. Aggro, I wasn't aiming at you. Chill out. She's so dramatic. We should have come here first. Next time I play, I gotta remember this tree. There's 3 fruit here. Oh, there's more fruit even. We should make it went like. This one looks like a little balls. A little testicle fruit. Oh, there's a gecko there too. Did you guys see him? Do you have the eye of the hunter like me? I pride myself in being insanely good at spotting animals. Steiner, it's not that hard. When I went to Africa. I'm sure a lot of people know this. It was a huge defining moment in my life. I went on a safari trip to Africa in the end of 2016. Back when I didn't have a care in the world and I just decided I was going to be a world traveler. I went to Africa. And in Africa, I had just gotten a new pair of glasses. Like, I think they had just changed my glasses prescription. So I basically at this point had superpowers. And I was feeling myself. But I was in Africa, I pride myself on, at times, seeing animals that even the field guides who lived in Africa did not see. And I was actually commended by them on one particular spot, which was we were driving back to the camp. Look at this lizard. We were driving back to the camp underneath this big ass, like this big tall tree. It wasn't like a baobab tree, but it was or baobab, but but it was a really big tree, and I was just like looking up, just like spacing out, probably not talking to people, which is how I was able to see these animals, because I was not interacting with people. I was just spacing out into my own world, and I looked up in the tree, and there is this leopard, absolutely fucking like, award-winning shot, like just hanging out in the tree, fully easy to see. Just not obscured by anything, just on this very clear branch. Nobody had seen it, and I just looked up and I was like, oh, bro, there's a leopard up in the tree. And everybody was like, I was the hero. I was basically the hero of that day on that trip. I was like, oh, there's a leopard up there. And it was just like the best leopard. Like, this is the best spot, the best animal, like, photo opportunity that anyone saw at all on this entire, like, week and a half trip that we were on. And it was me, and even the guides were like, that was a really good fucking spot. And the photo that one of the other people that was on the trip with us, of the leopard that I spotted, was sold in an auction, and made a lot of money. It was they did it after the woman who organized this trip does like a charity. That's what the organization that I went to Africa with was. And she did a gala, and then one of the people who took a photo of the leopard that I found, but did not take very many good pictures of, because I literally went to Africa with my fucking iPhone. I didn't even have like a good camera, but I just wanted to see the animals with my eyes. I didn't care about seeing them through a fucking lens. But the picture she took of the leopard was sold in an auction. You're fucking welcome. I'm a hero, basically. All right, we're back. We're back at Gaius's arena, but I think it's near here, because this lake is definitely where the Colossus is. I think we just want to go over there. But actually, I think we came around this way. Like, this is the way we came around here before. So I don't actually know. But that looks like it could be the right way. Let's hit the canter here, eggs. Keep moving, honey. Oh, this is where my, like, sword gets bad reception. Can I... Alright, down there it seems like. Wasn't there 2 ways to go in this little, ravine? I think there was another way that we could go down here. Let's go try that. We were here last week. This is real fucking place where Artax sinks into the mud in the Neverending Story. This is that vibe. How many bars are you getting, Wander? None, aggro. My sword is dying. These lizards are all over the place. I kind of ran that one over, but I guess he's fine. All right, I think that's where we came in. Where am I headed? Yeah, we want to go deeper in. Maybe this is where I wound up when I was trying to find when I was first playing the game, when I was trying to find the 3rd Colossus. It was over here, and this is why I got confused. Alright, that looks like it leads back out, though. I would assume the Colossus is through here. More ways. I think. Now I'm going all the way around. Yeah, but sometimes you really can't tell, like, you're getting there until you get there. I'm sure we'll find it. Is this the desert again? No. Maybe. This might be close to the bridge. Sword is still not getting good reception. There's a shrine. Guess I'll pray at that. There's a trophy for that. There's probably a lizard over here. Is my sword still broken? No. Okay, now he wants me to go that way. All right, maybe it's over there. I thought that the 9th was out here somewhere. He might actually be on the other side of the map, though. This is where Paulette... Yeah? What did she do? Like where she crashed into the wall? Are you saying this is the town Triet from Tales of Symphonia? Or is this the way into the Seal of Fire? What if we came over here and it went Jueves, Oscar Jueves, Oscar Jueves? Remember how that was the beginning of it? And now we have shit like Jueves Oscar Gucci. Like just truly the most degenerate shit like that. I don't believe there's not a lizard. Oh, by the way, you guys, these big Avenger things coming out of the sky, that's what... Oh my god. That's what appears when the Colossus has been felled. Give me that tail. No! Alright, the pacifist runs over. Oh, no. It's good. Thank you. He'll grow it back. I'm sure there are plenty of like dung beetles and crickets and stuff out here for him to regain enough protein to grow his tail back. He'll be fine. And the only large predators are the sparse hawks that inhabit the land, so... I don't think he has too much in the way of, too much to worry about that. Aggro, let's hit a majestic gallop out here. Let's get cricket pilled. You mean you want to like start eating crickets? I've heard bugs are like pretty good and like pretty lean source of protein. I listened to a podcast. I don't remember what podcast it was, where somebody was talking about eating bugs. It might have been the Chilluminati pod. But I don't know why it would have been the Chilluminati pod. I don't know why they would have been talking about that. Yeah, here we go. This is perfectly the right place. I don't think I could do it either. It sounds kind of gross. Alright, Aggro, I'm walking you out here with me. But you do not get to battle in this one. This is a water Colossus. Look how cool this area looks. This is the Misty Bog. This is the boggy marsh where Lump sat alone in. Y'all know about Lump? I like that song. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I'm gonna dive off that. Is there a better diving spot off the top though? Yes, there is. Alley-oop! No. Lake shit. Lake shit! This is the most premium lake shit one. Okay, get me the fuck out of the water. Alright, so this one is obviously the 7th Colossus. His name, fan-given name, is Hydrus. And, he's definitely one of the probably the most, like, specialized Colossus so far. Because he definitely has the power of lightning at his side. Yeah, this guy looks a lot cooler in this version than he does in the original one. Not that he doesn't look cool, but like the glowing on the side and the like lightning rod spines and stuff are actually really visually interesting looking on this. And I don't remember what he's called. I think maybe he's just called, like, the Serpent or something. Oh, I meant to say, I was wrong about, I think I said that Colossus 4 was called the Horse. But actually, the like, names of, like, what they are, those come from the Japanese, I think maybe, like, a strategy guide or something. The Phaedra, the fourth Colossus, the beautiful one that I was talking about, they call that one the Kirin. Which is like a Japanese mythical creature, but is also the Japanese word for giraffe. And I think it looks like a giraffe, but it also, I mean, you know, it's like a big, you know, horse monster kind of thing. Okay, this is the first one where I don't remember how to fight it. Whoops. I told you I don't think this one is that interesting. I don't remember how to fight this one. I remember, like, what you have to do. Okay, thank you. I think you can turn Dorman off, but whatever, we'll keep him on. Hey, Dorman. Ah, shut up. All right. Swim on this, because like you do need to get on him, but you absolutely can be shocked by his like things. So he's gonna like circle up out of the water, I think. Do I have the sword equipped? I need this because I don't need to be able to see where the sigils are. There he is. I really like the big whiskers on this guy though. He has like that kind of like catfish or, you know, like Eastern dragon vibe almost kind of. Again, those will definitely zap you. You get caught in them. Alright, his eyes are orange, so he definitely sees me. He has taken note. Yeah, this is a little bit like that. Some snake shit. On hard, this is gonna be fucking annoying. I can just tell. See if I can get a little closer to him. And then maybe it'll make some noise. Splash around and see if I can get him to come up here. Alright, now he sees me. Oh, he's got like a cool like whale call. Again, that's something I did not remember. Or maybe never even noticed from the game when I played it before. Alright, I need you to breach, dude. That's not high enough out of the water. Oh, unless it's the tail. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Can I grab it? Okay, almost. Look how fucking long this thing is, though. Question of the day. Alright, I think if I was still on this quest at this point, I might tap on this one. Mono, I'm sorry, honey. You're gonna have to figure that being dead shit out on your own. I think I'd tap on the 7th Colossus. No, thank you. Here we go. Alright, I need to catch the lip of the tail. I think that's at least where his first sigil lies. Yep. But you abso-fucking-lutely will go underwater with this one. And I think you just kind of just have to hold on. Yo, what's up, Galnerius also? Where is your sigil? Okay, I think the last one is down there then. I have to head up further. Anyway, what I was going to say about the Kirin and the giraffe I think is really cool that, like, I'm sure there are other instances of this in other languages, but the fact that, like, the Japanese word for giraffe, a very real animal, is also, like, the name of a mythical creature. I think it's just really funny in the way that I imagine, like, people in Japan who had never seen a giraffe before seeing one and being like, the fuck is that? I don't know if that's, like, that's probably not the, like, necessarily, like, how it went. I'm sure it was just, like, you know, like, this is what we're gonna call this because it's close enough, like, you know, like, just, like, to be cool, basically. But I imagine it being, like, like that, you know? Alright, well, our health is very low for the first time ever. But it will come back. Oh, this guy's gonna shake me, huh? Alright, you jerk. We don't want to run out of air. Oh, man, I'm really down here. Oh, wander. Woo! Alright. But we've disabled 2 of his lightning rods. So that is good. Can you imagine if I didn't find those, like, 4 fruits on the way over here? We'd have been dead. Maybe I would have just been more cautious. He was electrocuted twice. This is the one. This is where I would tap. There's no way. I would never, even if I had somehow survived 6 Colossi before this one. Never, ever. I would never beat this one. Okay, we don't want to get hit by the lightning. But I'm gonna ride the lightning, baby. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Am I close enough? Whoa! What if he, like, just, like, slapped me out of the water? Woo! Swimming does take a lot of energy. You ever, like, gone to the beach and then, like, got home and been like, damn, the fuck? Ouch. It's just funny when, like, you aren't, like, swimming as, like, work, you know, because people swim to exercise for sure. But if you aren't swimming to exercise and you, like, you find yourself, like, sore, like, you, like, feel like you did a workout after, it's always, like, a funny feeling. I'm one of those people who, if I'm going to the beach, I will always get in the water, unless, like, it's one of those beaches where, like, the shore, like, or, you know, like after you, like the part of the beach, like right after the waves hit the shore is like a bunch of rocks. Then I won't probably swim just because it's like gonna hurt your fucking feet. But as long as it's like terrain enough, I'm one of those people who will always swim if we're at the beach. It's like just like my natural element, kind of. Feel an affinity for it. Fucker. Oh, Steener. Alright, I'm gonna let him go under the water again before we even try that top horn. I should have looked up the names. Okay, there we go. Alright, Sigil is up. Because I don't remember what this guy's, like, what his, like, you know, his, like, image creature is. But I would imagine it's just, like, the serpent or the dragon, maybe. Why am I? Oh, is the game conflating my grip with breath? I think it's Mario 64ing me right now, and I'll take it. I will gladly like stab lock this guy. That's kind of funny. Cause your grip meter is your breath. But I think it's when we're hitting the surface of the water, it's remembering, it's being like, all right, you got your breath back, and I'm like, all right, now let's go for the jump stab. You thought I was just trying to get the trophy? Nah, we're gonna do that on every single one. Not actually. Waves of lightning. Again, just a big serpent in a pond. We came to it. It didn't even have a way to get out of here. It couldn't have fled if it wanted to. I'm not getting got by the shit this time. I don't even see the shit. You're never getting me, shit. You're never getting me, shit. I'm getting out of here. Where's the thing? No. No! Eel. Okay. Yeah, I get that. At a certain point, I got scared of swimming in the ocean. I'm so much more afraid of lakes. I'm so much more afraid of lakes than I am of the ocean. Yeah, that was a cool eel character. Holy shit. We found one. Because that was a cool one. Again, I think perhaps one of the ones that benefited the most from the remake version. Because I believe that Colossus also chugs the frame rate pretty bad, too. So, like, on the original one, it's kind of like brown. It definitely doesn't pop as much. And all of the splashing water and stuff, I think, makes the game slow down a little bit. A tail in a pail. This is my favorite description of the Colossi, for sure. A tail trapped within a pail deep in the forest. A shadow that crawls on the walls. He rhymed twice on this one. That's because this Colossus is a riddle of the flesh. Me. Okay. There's a trophy for this one. When I first played the game, I hated this guy. This is the first one where I think I game over, like, not just from like one one big hit, like falling off of something or like getting smashed by a Colossus. This is the first one where I was legitimately fighting it and game overed. I think I did it multiple times and I got really fucking salty. I couldn't figure out what to do. But I don't think it's that hard. And I think now that we know, we'll be fine. I actually think you can take him down really quick. Aggro, to be fair, Aggro had a long way to get back here. Shovel and pail. You don't think you'd like being a pail a little bit? I guess it's like, what's your life other than like people putting things in you? You live to be filled. Hell yeah, baby. Maybe it's not so bad. All right. All right. I think we need to be doing a better job on shrines. Though this whole desert over here, I'm sure there's some shrines out there that I just didn't even really bother to look for. Where, I guess that's Hydrus up there? That really doesn't look like it. Is that Barba? I guess that has to be. Because there's the third. That's Hydrus? How the fuck? How is it? I don't know how that's it. Yo, what's up, Miss Iris? I'm mad at Geico. Don't talk to me about Geico. Yeah. Because this is, the first is directly south. That's Phaedra. That's Avion. That's Barba all the way out there in the desert. Quadratus, Gaius, Hydrus. No, we don't say that. I don't think Geico even uses that ad anymore. You can also see the 16 Colossi's like faces on the like side of the map here. Look, can't you see that one of them is like absolutely just like a bird? What do we think that one's gonna be like, huh? All right, which one am I getting? Tail in a pail? He said the forest, right? Oh, it's over that way. Okay. This is like the Phaedra forest. But do we think we go through there or over through here? Because that really looks like a big old dead end. Now, I do remember what the arena looks like. But we might have to go around. Oh, no, that's this. Okay, never mind. All right, never mind. I have mixed up the ways we could go here. It's just through here. Oh, I still need to get that trophy where we interact with the animals too. I'm gonna look at the trophies actually. Trophies. Which one is the silver that I have? All right, let's view the Scotchies here. Oh, it was the aggro one. No. No. I don't think these are both these you can only do on another playthrough, I think. I don't think you can get those on your first time. Okay, interact with a dove, hawk, fish, and turtle. We've seen there's doves in the temple, and then there's the hawks out in the overworld, or like in that first part of the map. Find barrel in hidden cave. Shoot a lizard with a special arrow. I think that the special arrows you have to get from the time trials. Where was the one about the 8th Colossus? Is it one of these? No. No. Here we go. Before I can turn back, we are never getting this. There's no way. But I think you can probably do this in the time trials. And there's one of these about the 3rd, which we already fucked up. That we'll end up doing. I don't remember how to get up there, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's, like, focus on one of these trophies to try to get today. I don't know where the turtle even is. But I would assume, if I had to guess, that you can find them in those, like, marshy areas, or maybe in that forest that we were in at the beginning of the stream. We can look it up. I've really just never gone that in depth with that kind of stuff in the game, because there was never trophies for it before. But I knew you could interact with a hawk. I've done that before. I don't know what you can do with the doves. Is my sword still good? All right, we've got we're losing our reception a little bit, but we're still all right. So I think that's the way to go. Let's see what's over here. Just check it out, maybe. They may both loop around to the same way. Yeah, yellow is the power saving mode. I think what it is it's because the sword draws its power from the sun. And I think when you're in those like those areas where you what am I trying to say? When you're in the like those like darker areas like underground or in those like you know, those like passes, then you can't get like the sun doesn't shine on you. All right, but here's another shrine. There's our lizard. Give me that tail, homie. You get it back. Shit. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. Holy fuck! He's the strongest lizard alive. What did he do? Just get stunned? Oh, I don't want to kill him. Right, now he's moving that way. We can get a vantage point up on this thing. I love this little, like, Little marching ass crawl. Lizards are so funny. Any animal with splayed limbs is funny. I think I missed. All right, it's easier to get him when he's on the wall, honestly. That's perfect. Holy shit, aggro. Oh, what a cute. He played dead. Did you see that? He was like, "Oh man, a big thing." I didn't know they did that. That might be new, but probably not. I would imagine it's not new. I imagine that's in the original game. It's not that hard. Just fucking get him. Aggro, you don't understand what I'm doing. Is that another one? Oh, that's just the same lizard. Okay. She helped me there. That was like... we like choreographed that. That was coordinated. Oh, she just got nosy. Like roll. Oh, there's fruit in that tree for sure. Let's go, sweetie. Here to fruit! I need my vitamins. This looks... I think you fight the 9th around here, too. Somewhere around here. There's got to be fruit in one of these cool-looking trees over here. Okay, yes, I see some. Let's get a little better vantage here. Alright. Steener. Alright, there were multiple other ones. These are kind of like squash-esque. I don't know why squash would be growing on trees, but they look like a gourd, kind of. Or maybe like, what's that fruit that's called like the cream apple or something? You guys know about that? I always wanted to try that. I think durian is maybe a little bit like that too. Custard apple is what it's called. That might be the durian, but I don't think it is. I think it's like in the durian family. People say that like they're like the consistency is creamy. I think that would be an interesting thing to eat a fruit like that. I think you can climb this tree too. Yeah, look, isn't this cool? I think you can actually climb a lot of these trees, these fruit trees. Let's see if there's any more up here. Huh. All right. Whoops. Ouch! I don't think there's any more fruit in that tree. And I kind of wanted to check out this big rock over here, too. I imagine it almost like... not necessarily like a sorbet, but like around that kind of like even like more like kind of like I don't know how you describe it, like more like obviously not like cold and not like it doesn't have like the ice factor to it, but I almost kind of imagine it like that. And I love like sorbet or like that kind of stuff. I think this is fruit also. I think I can what are you doing? Did I forget the button? Oh, it's R1, not R2. Alright, I think you can eat these too. These just look like seed pods. Hey, where's the other one? There it is. Ooh. Again, we need to be stocking up on health because these later colossi can hurt you. Maybe not so much. Oh, this one, like I was saying, I think this one killed me when I played it the first time. This one definitely can. He has like a caustic breath attack. And then ninth definitely can too. They kind of have a similar power set, even though they're not a lot alike. I mean, I guess they're a little bit alike. All right, where am I? No. Let me just real quick. Let's look to see if there's a lizard around here. Because I feel like there could be one scampering around these rocks. This is like a little ski cozy in here. Hi, aggro. We can't do it, obviously, but in the lore, I want you guys to know that he splits his fruits with aggro. And she goes, help! Help! That's what she does. Oh. Oh, those are birds. What kinds of birds? Oh, those are doves. How can I interact that? How can I? Well, those might be seagulls. Oh, I said this earlier. Maybe you weren't here. The pillars are where you killed the Colossi. Each time you fell a Colossus, one of those light pillars appears where it was. They do look Monka-esque, though. That knowing what they are doesn't make them less Monka-esque. I guess maybe they're also sort of meant to be a visual indicator of like where you've already been. But again, you can just look at the map. Alright, I don't see any Lizzies on the thing there. That looks like... Was there another way I could go over here? We either need to go around this big thing. We either need to go around this big like rock protrusion, or I need to double back, and I think there's another path off to the left we can go. I just came over here because I knew there would be fruit on those trees. Yeah, I think we want to go in there. Because then we'll like loop around and we'll go down. It's very dramatic. Thank you. This is cool looking though. The scrunch is insane. Oh man, my sword is really fucking losing signal out here. Alright, we're looking for like something more man-made around here. We're looking for the pail wherein there is the tail. That looks like it has fruit in it too. Alright, aggro, one more pit stop. But only because I love you. I know, we got some colossi to fight, but if you insist, I'll search for fruits. And popcorn. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, a little pineapple? Oh, yummy. It's like a forest pineapple. There's a bunch of them up there, too. Again, we could climb up into the tree. But we don't need to. Bop. 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 Yeah, all we need to do is get out into the world, and we got a bunch of these things that we're finding. Where's the last one? Did it like clip through the ground or something? Steiner. It fell in a sewer. There we go. I guess it was there. It's like, I mean, if I crouch in enough places, I'll just find it. All right, anything else? Yeah, there's one. Man, look at our health bar now. It's way outpaced the grip nip. Yep, there's one more. These are the eyes that spotted a leopard. I may have to climb to get to that one. Another thing I pride myself on is, you know, like, you know, if you ever go into like a reptile house in a zoo, or like an aquarium, even, those little, like the smaller exhibits that are in the wall. And there will just be like an animal in there. Sometimes it's like a gecko, or even like those little things where like there's tarantulas, or you know, like a fish. I can always find it in the little thing. And if I don't see it, it's simply not there. I'm like, it's like the Jedi library. If I can't find it in there, then they move that thing into the back for like maintenance. That's not what you would call it. For like a vet checkup. Banger Yeti tea. Let's see what it is. Yeah, that is pretty cool. What is that? The Midgar one. What is the what is that supposed to be like? A play on? Is it a movie? What has that like skyline and like that font? I guess the pail is in there. Frasier? Raw. Now, this is going to be important. Alright, it's still telling me it's in here. So it must be in this big rocky thing somehow. There's a way I can slip in. That's not what I meant to do, Aggro. Come back!
Aggro!
He had some frustration in his voice on that one. Okay, I knew I had seen it somewhere before. There's got to be a way in this thing. Let's see. If you could only see the way I'm holding my controller right now. To like continue to have my thumb on triangle and move the right stick with my left thumb. While also sometimes moving the left stick with my palm, with my left palm. What's up, Sis? What are we looking at? We may have lost Ski Nerd. Oh my god. God, what is this one? We gained ski notes. Oh shit. That is strong. That is pretty strong. But honestly, like, again, for me, and my snacka tastes, I kind of think like I still kind of think Noted clears a little bit. I mean, I guess this is one we can put on we can post on Discord. So that's nice. I like to have ones for Discord, but if I'm doing a note-taking emote, you know I got to go with our girl. The only video game character I've ever like gaslit myself into like the only character I've ever gaslit myself into liking in the way that you would like a coworker. The only video game character I would consider my real life coworker in real life. So deranged. Can I climb up this? Fly off aggro onto the wall. I really feel that affinity towards her a little bit. I feel like a teacher with a student. Oh my god, we're burning the ground! I feel like the Reagan. Mob. It's all Mob. Blame Will. It's Will's fault. If you haven't seen Mob Psycho 100, I'm sorry. But also it just ended. So like it's okay to be talking about it right now. I'm thinking we may have to go down here and then like hike in through the cliff face or something. Because I don't see any way to get in from like around the sides of that thing. That's pretty steep though. Let's ride on the edge of danger here, Eggs. Yeah, if we can get to 10 tonight. Aww. But Makoto and I started our working relationship when she was that all began after Persona 5 happened even. So she would have been like, I don't know, 19. I imagine when I imagine her like 19 or 20. Oh, here's the hawk. Can I do it? This motherfucker's gonna run me off a cliff. I don't trust that hawk. Look at this beauty. Look how beauta. If I was in this place for real in real life, I would absolutely like climb up on this rock and like sit here for a second. This is the vibe I'm getting from this. Kind of telling me a little. You know what I'm saying? Okay, can I get down from through there? We're still too high up. And again, the pail is down under the ground. Did I want to be able to zoom in like a little bit more than I can. Apparently, it's still showing me that there's clouds over there. Look out of the plane again. Yeah. Hey, Sis, you're right. Oh, fuck. Oh, hello. Shoot! Coming this way. Alright, Aggro, I need you to help me out here, honey. Where did he go? There he is. Okay, that's the tail on the left there. I can hear her. She's coming over. She's getting ready. I got him now, though. Oh, no! Darn it. Oh, well... He disappeared through the rock. So, how do we count that one? Hey, Aggro, we're pretty fucking far out here. No, nobody saw that one. All right, nobody saw that one. I think he's probably fine. That one just had magical phasing powers. He's in the rock or something. Hiya! All right. This area is absolutely breathtaking, but I would like to find the Colossus. Where could he be? 3PO! Oh, where could he be? Cope!
Yeah.
Aggro the horse saying cope. Imagine telling that to Fumito Ueda. Asking him that. Imagine if you got an opportunity to interview Fumito Ueda and telling him, like, asking him, like, hey, does Aggro ever say cope? Like, Aggro the horse? The horse from Shadow of the Colossus? Yeah, does she ever say cope? Hold on, we might have something here. I swear that I can, like, I'll be able to, like, go in one of these. If not, I'm gonna try to grab the hawk. He's coming pretty close. I need him, like, right overhead. Maybe I have to do... Oh, fuck. Keep moving, guy. Maybe I have to do this. Remember how you can do this? Steener. Maybe Aggro does not want to take me uphill while we're riding like this. Need to get her fucking bustling here. Now we gotta do it. Alright. Come back, Eagle. Yeah, that's definitely... He definitely has, like, a tape deck. Here we go. Alright, watch this shit. Fuck! I swear you can grab the hawk. Look at the finesse on this man. Alright, this is where we found a bunch of them that flew with us for a long time before, was just riding out this way. So let's see if we can do that again. I hear one. Here we go. Right, he's coming down. He's riding with me. Oh, yeah! Oh, man. All right, well, that was it. We just needed to hold R2. But I think that counts as interacting with it, but I'm going to try it one more time. Because that wasn't good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to just keep my finger on the R2 button. I think we definitely do need to be standing, because we're not going to be high enough to grab it if we're not. Almost. This man is insane. This man can't be stopped. Here we go. Fuck. Almost. Oh, she's like, what are we fucking doing out here? I thought we were looking for the tail of the pail. Soon the whole world will know the tale of our pail, because they pale in comparison to us. The tail without pail, that's what we're after. Wait, come back. Fuck. How did I get one time. He really did like snap onto it too. Let me climb up my horse ass first. Well, I guess I would be. Why would you ever get on a horse that way? Face in ass. Here we go. No! That really looked like it. Unless you do have to briefly let go. Alright, Hawks. Fishy Hawker. Mob. That was the original mob joke. Oh, there's a shrine over there. We might as well just go get it. There we go. Done. Look. Ow! I'm a fucking bird! I'm a fucking bird! Sorry, Gilbert Gottfried Bird. But what you can do is if you grab one off the top of a cliff or something, you can like fly down, like you can glide with it. And it's pretty cool. But hey, whatever, we interacted with it. I'm gonna, I think the 9th Colossus must be also out this way. That's just a normal lizard. Because this looks like his environment. You fight him in an area kind of like this. It's also a normal lizard. But again, we don't. Oh no, the 13th you fight out over there, or in an area like that. There might be. Let's see, where am I? Yeah, the other desert. I guess the other desert is. Hey, where's? No. Oh, square. Yeah, this is close. This is you fight the 13th like over there or something. This is close to where he's at. There are a lot of lizards here, but not my blue tails. You ever seen a little blue tail skink? I guess if you live places that are a little bit colder, you may not have. We have a lot of skinks here. They come out in the summertime. I think he's gonna drop the tail. He didn't even give a fuck. And if you've never seen a blue-tailed skink, you ever seen a blue-tongued skink? This one's walking it back. This one's walking it out. Where did he go? If he went over the cliff, I'm gonna be pissed. Did you go over the cliff? Aggro, help me out here. Master Hunter. We should wait at the shrine here. Let's pray at the shrine first. I love those little skittery ass skinks. Whenever I'm like out for a walk or a run or something in like the spring or summer, which is usually the season where I am out doing that, I always look out for them on the sidewalk and stuff. Okay, I saw a lizard on the fucking wall here, but he disappeared. Maybe he respawned back. That hawk is gonna try to beat me to the punch. Just take one of the non-glowing ones. Leave this one for me, you hawk. You got better eyesight than I do anyway. And I mean, I do have really good eyesight, guys. I spotted that fucking jaguar. It's not even what it was. It was a leopard. I spotted that fucking jaguar. Alright, normal. There we go. He's back. Except now he's stuck in that thing. Oh, he does just fucking go down the thing. What a little bitch. I wonder if I can, like, scare him back up here. There he is. Okay, he's definitely alive. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think that is what happened with the other one. I think the other one lived. Do you guys like this bit? The lizard pacifism run? I want to kill no lizards. Oh my god, aggro! What is wrong with you? You're crazy! Girl! Why did you do that? Aggro! We could have fucking died! Oh, don't nuzzle me! You motherfucker! Jesus. Alright, now let's gallop on those fucked up wiggly legs now. I want to fly too! Jesus. She leapt. That was not a jump I was asking her to take. This fucking horse is gonna be the death of me. I love that we ate shit at the bottom too. Alright, let's find this fucking thing. No more fucking around. Oh man, you guys are really baiting me now. They're like, oh yeah, you wanna grab us again? I heard what you did to fucking Frank. Shut up. I'm not in the mood. My horse almost just killed us. Why did she think she could take that? It's like, really? You really can't just go, like, there's not like a little path you can go through in here? No, there isn't. I think it could be further back by where these like clouds are, though. I'm gonna go back up to the top. Maybe they don't want you to go, but so far down here. I really do not remember this being the one that like was hard to find. Every time I look back at the stream and I look at the frame rate, I get sad. I'm sorry. You guys deserve better. I'm sure it still looks fine. It looks serviceable for what we're doing, but like... being at 30 instead of 60 bums me out to look over at it. Whoa, aggro. This is a fucking, like... this is, like... the Highlands. Let me look around here. Whoa, dude. Yo. Alright, this was a grinding episode. Training arc. Give me that tail. I'm an expert at this now. Yoink. Thank you. He's like, alright, I'll see you next time, buddy. We've made it to the sea. This is the end of the realm. Get out of here, lizard. This is also giving me Lord of the Ring vibes. I think the tail tastes like Sprite. What do I think the tail tastes like? I think the tail has the consistency of a gummy. You know those 5-pound gummy bears you can buy? I think the tail is like biting into that. Look, it's a labor to eat the tail. The tail is like biting into that. I can't get down to the beach from there, can I? Let's check it out. Wander, it's fine, dude. See, look, you got this. There's some doves. Yeah, okay. I think that, yeah, I think the flavor is not like super strong. So maybe like Sprite. This is cool. She comes barreling down here and just knocks me off. Oh, sorry. Oh, clumsy me. Ah! Agro! But as he's falling, Agro! Agro! Alright, let's find... What did I say? I said we were going to find the Colossus. We didn't do it. Can you blame me, though? He takes the breath like Eco took. I don't know where I am. Hey, there's a shrine. Any little lizards I can find over here? Snack a zany. That looks like a cool thing to run out on. Yeah, we already been out on a thing like that. Listen, you fuck around enough, eventually you'll figure out where you need to be going. There's a trophy for this. And you can see them on the map, so the more we get, the more it'll be easy for me to know which ones we've got. You know what I'm saying? Give me your tail. Steener. Steener. What are you doing? Oh my god. This motherfucker. He got that thang in him. This guy got that dog in him. Give me your tail. Thank you. Beautiful. A tail in a pail? I mean, there's tails everywhere. This looks like it has fruit in it. I'm going to find this fruit tree. This is Shadow of the Colossus. I'm feeling one of your classic 4 streamers. 4 sessioners here, buddy. Oh, this one is definitely a fruit tree. Oh, yeah. Training arc. Alright, I think this one, just because the footing around here is so precarious, I think I am going to get into the tree for this one. Just a reminder, you guys, all we have done in the last, like, I don't know, 45 minutes is run around and find fruit and find lizards. And I'm having a great time. The content doesn't even need to be, like, fulfilling. As long as the environment is fun to run around in and looks nice. And in this case, baby, it do. I hear a lizard, too, but I don't see him. Well, if there was a lizard out here... Oh, never mind. I was going to say he gets to live, but no, he doesn't. Well, he gets to live, but he gets to lose his tail. Okay, well, just... Why don't you fucking go down to the ocean where I can't get you? I can't even see him from up here. Alright, you know what? 2 can play at that game. Alright, Wander doesn't want to go down there. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get back. Why did I come down here? I'm doomed. The lizard fucking tricked me. Aggro, can you pull me up? I'm panicking! I'm panicking! Oh no! Oh no! Let me out to the sea! I'm a seahorse! Ooh! Aggro, calm down! Aggro! She suddenly felt the urge. Aww. She's worried about me. Don't worry, I'll find a way back. This motherfucker. You're the one who got me here. Oh my god. Just give me the tail. This never would have happened to Eco. Alright. Okay, I think we can make it to that. You know, honestly, Wander, I don't blame you. So what is this poppin'? Suddenly moss. Huh. Oh yeah, baby. Oh fuck. More fruits. What a game. We're crushing it out here, gamers. Oh, there are two here. I think there is a trophy for getting all the fruit. And maybe all the lizards too, but it's just gotta be so many of them. Alright, and now I'm going fishing. Oh yeah. Alright, now I'm going in. Whoa, what the fuck? What's that? Well, hold on. We gotta find out what that thing is. Steiner, it's okay. Just trust, Wander. Just trust. What is that thing? Like a stump? Yeah, it's a big stump. This is the perfect sitting spot. This horse is gonna be like us. Wait, get back up. Scrunch horse. This is the scrunch horse's natural habitat. Oh, wait. This is sick. This. All right, now we're gonna form the pyramid. Ba 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 ba. Ba na 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 na. Ba 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 ba. Women want us. Fish fear us. Let's get the. Wait, that was so scrunch. For just a brief moment. Like all the best cryptids, Scrunch Horse appears and disappears as soon as it came. Did I kneel at this shrine? Let me just make sure. Did you see that jump? Alright, where the fuck is this Colossus? Okay, we're over here now, though, which is where... No, which is where kind of where... fucking booked it out. This is sort of more where I wanted to be. Again, it's like way under here. Aggro, stop playing. How did she get over there? Alright, let's check out what's going on up there. Like up through that. What do we got up here? Is that, no, that was normal lizard. Yo, what's up, Nav? Do you like it? It's the third Colossus for us. Is that a, that's not a cave up there, is it? Where the heck? Where the heck? Oh, we've already been through here before. Because I fucked up around with that fruit tree. Why is he a cow? He's the third Colossus. It's a little bit harder to see, but it's actually Adachi's nose and mouth. But they're kind of like, you know, they're like dark gray like the Colossus. But the Colossus in general just has a weird looking mouth And so that kind of makes it a little weird looking. And that's the only thing that makes it weird looking, honestly. Wait. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. It was just through here. Hey, but didn't we go on such a fun adventure for us down there in the Lord of the Rings hills? Down there on the Lord of the Ring coasts. I wouldn't have traded what we did for anything. Oh my god, this is beautiful. But a little treacherous. You know what, actually, I am going to take aggro through here. The camera's a little jittery, but it's just because I think it's colliding with the wall over there. Look how cool this looks, though. Alright, there's our pail. This is so nice, I'm in love. Hey, I don't think you're getting through this water aggro, so why don't you just stay here and graze on some flowers or something? And I'll be back with another head. She probably could have gotten through that water. But either way, whatever. But this is cool. Look, the thing that's cool about the Shadow of the Colossus lands is that there were clearly like people here, you know. I know this is not something new to video games these days, especially with the advent of the Dark Soulses. But I need to remind you that this game came out before every Dark Souls. There were people here. They built these, you know, these fucking... They built all this shit. Anything, all this made stuff, but this is the Forbidden Land. So they've long since died or been, you know, disappeared or something. And left behind are 16 big ol' fucks. So what the heck happened? Right, clearly we can climb this. Keep trying to press triangle, even though we've been playing the game for like, I don't know, 6 hours now. And we've got lit flames. I don't know. Maybe these are the flames eternal. I don't know who lit those. But sure, why not? Lit flames. There's actually a Colossus a good bit later where you have to use fire, but not this one. Alright, so this is the 8th Colossus. His name is Kuromori. The only one that had this is of the fan again, the fan names. This is the only one that is like Japanese sounding. And I think he's Tokage or something. He's like a gecko. That's what they call him. I imagine of him as like the Lord of the Geckos that you find throughout the land. So yeah, we're going up against the King of the Lizards. And yeah, he is the beast of the arena. See, he's the tail, because he's a gecko. And he's in the pail, which is this big Colosseum thing. Which I think looks cool. And also, it might have been like a prison, potentially. Like, don't we kind of think? I think that's like a popular fan theory. You've got these bars on the wall. Clearly these kind of look like cells. It kind of looks like that prison that Batman climbs out of in The Dark Knight Rises. Maybe at one point this was like an ancient prison. And now our prisoner is a big stone lizard guy. And I don't know, this Colossus can be fucking annoying. But I think we'll be like either he gives us mad trouble or we'll just be fine. I think is how it goes. Because again, I know you're supposed to be able to beat this guy really quick. But I do think he looks really cool. He also is the first one to have the atomic breath thing. Now, a couple of these guys do have this atomic breath. Let's see. What do we want to do with Kuromori? I think I need to, now that he knows I'm here, I think we need to kind of get a little height here. Because we need him on the wall. We don't want to be too high up. Where is he? What's he going down? Now the atomic breath that he does shoot out, it has like a radioactive effect to it. You see that like mist around? You actually can be hurt while you're in that, which is why I died to him the first time I played. It's what I thought was so annoying about this fight. All right, I think this is actually pretty good. All right, so is he coming up? All right. So we want him hella up the wall. Let's see if we can get him all the way up here. Poison. All right. I might even want him higher. See if we can get him higher. Actually, no. It's probably better to have him lower because now I can get to the ground. All right, Kuromori. While he's up on the wall, you can shoot his... Quadratus has similar, like, weakness limbs like this. You can shoot his limbs and knock him off the wall. All right, and then the trophy apparently is to kill this guy in one round while he's on his belly here. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it on hard mode. Maybe there's a way to like stun lock him, but I don't know it. But that was pretty good. We got some good damage in there. Woo! Ah! Ouch, 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 ouch. See? What did I tell you about the caustic atomic breath? It is cool. It's just difficult. Especially when you're playing it for your first time and you don't like know that it's gonna be able to do that. And you're like stuck up in these things. It's still gonna get me if I'm too close. But this is a good spot to be because I can get down from here. What are you doing here, guy? Are you coming up? Sounds like he is. I think that this is really cool though, that he can like, not only can you see him through there, but he can see you in here and shoot at you, and like it like the mist comes through the wall. I think it's neat. But unfortunately, it looks like we were maybe a little too close to the ground. I might still be able to get him like this. Okay, good, good, good. But now his shit is not gone. He'll be fine though. This one is right in the Colossi. This is in like the Colowaka. The Colossowaka. Ah! But if he's not gonna shoot up here, I'm gonna try to get him up here because this is again another good spot. shoot him in the face when he gets up here. It'll be so funny. Hey, guy. He's like, oh, you motherfucker. Oh, man. Okay, he's wizened up to my tricks. But I think I can still get him from here. Because I am a lizard shooting pro. This is what it was all for. This was my training. All right, we really had to run through the mist to get to the spot, but sometimes that's just what you gotta do, baby. I got my health back. We probably want to be a little bit safer though. All right, I'm getting off. Where am I? Oh no! No! Aggro! And by that I mean wander. Why do I keep calling him aggro? Oh, I guess it shows you the Colossus that you died against on the screen. Dissertation and lizard sniping. Well, the sniping wasn't our problem there. The problem was I got greedy. I ran through the fog. I ran through the atomic breath. Because that's definitely his face. Well, just like my first playthrough. The really annoying thing about this is you gotta walk down these fucking steps again. And you start really high up. I think we might want to try to get him a little higher. Because what's happening is he is turning around before we can get to the ground and trying to shoot at us. And this might be too high. I can't even see him from here. He's turning around before we can get even out to the arena and shooting at us, and then he's getting his shit on the, you know, out there. Hey, Naf. Thanks for coming out. There we go. Ya big lizardy lug. Like, how does this do for us? Oh, I think another thing you can do, I think you can actually shoot him from up here too. Maybe? But I don't know if we'd necessarily want to do that. Because then I'm not going to be able to get down to him in time. But we can always stagger him like this. So he's going to fall from that. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe I can jump down here like this. Still take a good amount of health doing this. Whatever though. I don't know. Maybe a higher drop might stagger him for longer. Maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. Also, we can. It looks like we can simultaneously attack these two sigils. He's definitely getting up now, though. Getting caught under him like that is really annoying. Before you even know where I am, I'm back in the midst. But again, I sort of think this Colossus is more fun in concept than it is to like fight. This is definitely the smallest Colossus that we've fought so far. Oh, I guess you could also roll through the bars. I'd never thought about doing that. I actually kind of liked what we were doing with this falling down this thing. I think he did stay stunned for longer when he fell from higher. What was I saying? There are a number of colossi that are like small like this, even smaller than this one, who's like still fairly big. And I generally don't think they're as fun to fight as the big guys, kinda. I guess you can do it like this. I think I can get that leg from here. Did he fall? I will hear it if he does. Yes, he did. Okay. Yeah, this is like pretty... We're still making decent time here. Can I jump up this way? Oh yeah. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. How come the other sigil was glowing that other time? Now it's not glowing anymore. Yeah, I just think like with the smaller colossi, I think like the problem is that like I don't think that they're like I really think that the big like tactical or not like tactical like strategy, but like tactile is what I'm trying to say. The big like fun tactile element of this game, IMO, is holding on to the colossi as they like thrash around. I think that is like the most the most satisfying like gameplay idea of the combat in this game, and because these smaller guys don't have that, I just don't think I don't think that they suit the game's like kind of more awkward controls that it has anyway. That's where I'm coming from. It might not look that fun just like from a view, like a bystander's viewpoint perspective, to like see me just like grabbing onto the guy and like being flailed around for like 30 seconds. But to me, it is fun. It's fun to like seize your moment, like try to make your way up and down the beast. And again, these smaller ones don't have that. But there are some annoying big guys too, so it evens out. Where are we going, Wander? That was pretty quick, though. Look at him covering his spots. Look at him being so dramatic with the one arm up. One more. Now get off. We might have another go around here. Also, I think that's, I think I was too focused. I think that was Despair-Filled Farewell playing when we were on him. It's just you're not on him for long enough to hear it get to, like, the really good part. Which is funny, because that's my favorite song from the game. I did not remember it being, like, the, like, fighting theme for this Colossus. Alright, now that he's, like, close enough to like dying though, I think we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing, is just shooting him here, and then we could try rolling out of the thing one time. I don't think we'd take enough damage to die, and we would definitely get right on his ass. Shoot him from over here. Or I could just roll off of this. I like climbing up his face, too. This is like a funny way to do this. Alright, this might be enough. We got down here pretty quick. There's one more. Oh, Steiner! Do not kill me. Alright, well... Now I'm mad. This is gonna be I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be one of the most annoying ones to do on the time trials too. Which I really don't know if we're doing on this. Would you guys care to see them? I'm definitely gonna do them on my own. But even then I might not, because the trophies for this, like, I don't think I'm platinuming this anyway. We might not do them. They are cool, but I feel like it wouldn't be as interesting, like, just seeing the Colossi we've already seen before. But they are cool, though. But there's definitely a trophy for, like, beating the game without dying. Or, like, without getting a game over. And there's a bunch of stuff that you would need to do multiple playthroughs to do. And with all the other stuff I'm always playing, I don't know if I'm feeling doing that, committing to that whole thing. But the other thing, though, is... The other thing, though, is... that, what am I trying to say? You do get cool, like, unique items and stuff from the time trials, so we could show those off. It could be cool. But I kind of want to keep moving with the games. Yeah, this is Despair-Filled Farewell. Just like, how much of it would you get to hear? What the fuck? Steiner! What do you mean I didn't finish that sigil? Alright, one more. One more go. We might do another one. Except for the fact that 9 is also like a pain in the ass. He's harder to fight. But he's kind of funny though too. I think he's harder to fight than this one. I'm just gonna go, we're gonna go real easy here. Just gonna see if I can get him up on this one. Knock him down through the bars and then roll out. Where are you, dude? There he is. He really is cool, though. Like, even the ones I don't like that much are cool still. Definitely a good idea, like a cool concept. I can see why, like, of all the concept Colossi they made, that they kept this one. That is so close to not bouncing off the bar. Is that it? He's falling, right? Yeah. Alright. Hop out. Ah! Right in the Cloaca. Scaler of the Colosseum, and a cool name. Alright, now this is my biggest chance yet to escape the shit. Because they'll never catch me up these stairs. Oh! Oh no, fuck. They can go through walls, of course. Alright, that's halfway through. 8 out of 16. I really thought we were going to get to 10. But again, I guess the hikes out to them get longer and more we didn't see the cave here. But look. She, her, us. What? Croissant? Oh! It was a dream. Croissant? Croissant. Dude, do you got a croissant, dude? Walk it off, buddy. Thy next foe is the land where trees nary grow. It sleeps in a dry lake bed. A door to the past. A rude awakening. What the fuck? How do you interact with the doves? Oh, we were gonna do that. Maybe I'll do that to end us off. I don't know. Do you guys want one? Ooh, me too. Do you guys want one more Colossus? I'm kind of feeling one more. I was also gonna let's take a look at old Wand. He's not like, he still looks more or less like he did when he arrived, but he's definitely a lot more like kind of dirtied up, and we'll keep checking on. We'll keep checking. He looks kind of like a fucking weirdo, cross-eyed freak there, but we'll definitely keep checking on Wander's appearance as we continue to get forcibly struck through by the darkness, and keep checking in on. She bumped her nose. Keep checking in on like how he looks by the end of the game, because it may not be exactly like how he looked when we started. We should have taken a screenshot when we started and compared them. All right, I am going to kneel here. I think the reason why I'm saying we might do one more is I think that this Colossus is in a similar place as... Oh, no, he's not. He's actually completely in a different place. I was going to say, I thought at least he was in a similar place as the other one. He might be over there. Whoops. Yeah, let's try it. Get this guy out of the way. This guy sucks. It's a funny fight, though. You get to use aggro. I think probably the most aggro-dependent fight in the game so far. Right? Because I don't, other than that, like, you could use her in the fight with the second Colossus, but I don't really see why you would. Just because all you have to do is shoot him under his hooves. I feel like she probably gets in the way of that more than anything else. And then, I don't know about any other ones. But this one and actually 10 also are very aggro-dependent. I would say even actually 10 is maybe the most so far. Maybe the most in the whole game. I don't think you could beat that one without aggro. This one you certainly could. It's easier to get around with her. But I guess we're going out this way. Whoa! Hawk! Ah! Aggro! Help! Help, aggro! Ah! Ah! Check this out. Oh, I thought I could use this. She's like, wait, I'll catch you. I thought I could use the sword while I was up on him. That would be so fucking funny. Free. All right, we also need to remember to we'll start next stream maybe with figuring out how to interact with the other animals. Don't let me forget that. Sis? Because it was dove, hawk, turtle, and what was the other one? Whoa, honey, we're not taking... After that jump we took at that other part, no, thank you. We will go the other way. Turtle, hawk, fish, I think, is the other one. Might be able to shoot the fish in the water. And this is a pacifist run of... yeah, this guy, I think, is maybe, like, right just over here, because we're already in his domain. I guess I was off the mark on, like, where you fight this one. Aggro, we almost bet on a jump we should not have bet on. Went careening into the ravine. I don't think she would have gone over the cliff like that, because I don't think it's possible for you to, like, jump to your death. You can make jumps that should have killed you, but no jumps that you could kill you. Alright. It's really fucking hard to see in this area, too. The Colossus is in there. So we got like a natural like geyser, kind of like a salt flat area, I guess. I think he's in here. Yeah, there he is. All right, free. But the difficult part about this one is definitely not finding him. It's the fight. All right, so 9th Colossus. This guy is called Bassaran. And he is the turtle. Or tortoise. He's a giant tortoise. And he looks really cool. But this fight's a pain in the ass. He also has the atomic breath. I don't know if maybe that is a trait unique to like the reptilian colossi. I don't know why him and Kuromori have that, and none of the other ones do. UV first encounter says that's raw, but unfortunately only Zebra is the one I have challenged on that. One, this dude moves super fucking slow. Oh shit! Oh, I grow upset. Let's get out of here, honey. I don't want to fight this Colossus. Let's go to bed. Bam, ba-da-da-da-dan. Bam, ba-da-da-da-dan. Afro Circus. Afro Circus. Polka.f. Circus. Afro Circus. Afro. Hey, can you fucking hurry your ass up? Tortoise is right, dude. Anyway, we need him out here. Oh yeah, I also got her Zebra. I'm gonna hit that with a Zabragco. Alright, well, I think you can imagine what we have to do here. So, we have a big, top-heavy Colossus. Oh, aggro. And we have these natural geysers out here. So, how might one get at the weak points on these? Well, I don't know. Figure it the fuck out, dude. I don't know. There we go. Hold on. We got him on one. He's like, woo! Oh, shoot. I wasn't close enough. Dang it. I should have rode aggro in a little bit more. Almost, though. The other reason I don't like this guy is because he blasts my horse with fucking fire bolts. He might be in the right position to just get blasted by this thing. I may just, like, leave him here and keep it chill. Okay. Oh, he's on the wrong side. Alright, but this, so underneath his little limbs, he has the quadratus weak points. And it's those that we must shoot to topple the Goliath. Pull out my sword because I do not fucking know. I don't know where the weak points are at all on this one. Whoa! Up there, I would assume, though. Where are you weak? Where are you weak? Where are you weak? Where are you weak? Where is your sigil? Please tell me, Mr. Turtle Guy. Where is your sigil? I do have the sword equipped, right? Get over here. It's definitely getting back up. Where am I? Alright. So what we should have done, definitely, is use the sword first. Before trying anything. Just because I knew what we needed to do doesn't mean I knew where we needed to aim. Is it on it? It's on his tail? Bassie? You good, brother? All right. Well, I still think we need to flip him to get to it then. It looks like it's underneath. But I guess that's good to know. Where are you going? One thing we haven't pointed out about aggro yet is that there's multiple aggros. This is like the in combat aggro, as opposed to like aggro when you're just like hanging out. And I actually think that's really cool. It's one of my favorite things about the game. It really makes the battles feel like a desperate situation. I guess we want to get him to this one. I don't know which one is nearer. I was gonna say, I want him to be moving in, not hurting my horse. I need to peel. Oh, oof. Shoot. Oh, no. Oh, there's one over here. Okay, this is closer for sure. I just need to get him to turn around. Let's put her here. Let's see if I can just draw him over. It's just that he's too slow. The fire blasts are annoying. He moves too slow. This is again another one that you have to flip upside down and like wait on it. Like there's not a like skill check where you can like stay on him, you know? You have to jump off at a certain point unless you're like super strong, I guess. That is also taking health still. I guess we need to be on aggro. But he's so close. Woo! Still alive. He is so close to being under it. We can get health back. What we want to do most is not die. That's the thing we want to do least. All right, he's up. He's on his beats. It is kind of cute though when he's getting pushed off the ground. He's like, "Oh no! Oh no!" All right, I think this is fine. I'm gonna kind of see if I can make him do this instead. I'm just gonna like jump this. And just wait for the geyser to go off again. There we go. It's on the other side again though. This messed me up last time too. I think we've got enough time here though. Okay, that just knocked him over. All right. He wasn't feeling it there. Okay, now I need the sword out, and I guess it's on his tail. So it seemed. Can I climb? Okay, now it doesn't look like it is, though. It's just over there? We just need the data. Where is the Sige? Is it just... Fuck. Oh my god, it's on, is it on his head? Are smackers ever gonna be a thing? IDK, like, probs not. Alright, I guess we need to get on his head. I think we're too late here. Where is the geyser? See if I can keep him on this one. Is it up there? I think that is a little patch on his head. Looks like it. Yeah, okay. That's where we need to get to. Alright, well, I can definitely get there. Was there a geyser? Did it disappear when he goes up? How did he get all the way over here? How the fuck? I guess we just want to go for this one. Hey, zebra. Pino. The thing about snack smackers is, like, I would make them a thing if I, like, had any fucking ideas for them. I love all the ideas that other people have done for their channel points. But I just don't want to, like, you know, I feel like those are those people's channel points. Like, those are those guys' things. Oh, aggro. We really fucked them this time, honey. I need you to peel out here. I need you to hit turf. Oh man, is he going up already? No. He is close though. I'm not fucking dying to Bassaran on this run. We're gonna beat him first try. Okay, he's going up, isn't he? Ah! He is up, but he still shot at me, which is really annoying. Okay. Aggro. Where do I go? What do I do with my hands? All right. Let's just get on top. You can get up from this. I realized this looking at him before. One, two, buckle my shoe. Just want to be. He's got like a little path back here up to his head. Okay, yes. All right, I figured that this would not be the first one, but I guess this is the first sigil. This is another guy who's got a little like mouth deck you could go on, kind of like Quadratus. But I know he's got one on his side too. He is cool looking though. Again, like none of them are lame looking. I just don't like this fight. Like it takes too long to get him into position, and it's too easy to get hit and die by the fire bolts. Pokebax is. But never say all that lizard hunting was for naught, because look at my grip right now. Also, we definitely would have abso-fucking-lutely died in multiple battles if it weren't for all those fruit we found. This one's got to be going down soon. He's about half health. Guess we still got another stab or two, potential. I've got enough grip to do another one. Is that it? Is it just one sigil? Even on hard mode? Did they want to make it so that Bassaran isn't so annoying? Cause I ain't complaining. We might want to chill here for just a second and get a little grip back. Perfect. All right, well, there's number 9. Number 9? I think Lurker of the Cave is a little bit lame for old Bassy here. Even though he's definitely one of my least favorite Colossi to fight. He should have been called, like, Thunder of the Geysers or something. Ah! I tried to jump him there. He should have been called Riddle of the Flesh. Look, we still did this before 2:30. Nerd emoji of the nerds. Real quick, just because I did not think we were gonna beat that guy that fast. Let's look up how to interact with the doves, because there are doves right here in the shrine. Hey guys. So we did 6 through 9 today. So that was 4 Colossi. So only 1 less than last time. Again, you do want to do some hunting for fruit and for lizards for sure. All right, what's he gonna leave us off with? An isolated sand dune. Its tracks are well hidden. Shaking the earth, its gaze is upon thee. It's sort of a little bit of a weird descriptor for what this one is. This one's cool though. I really like the fighting, the like victory theme for this Colossus. I think it may be the first time we hear it in the game. It might have played for another one, but I don't. Let's see, because it definitely doesn't play for the first 3 at least. I think this is the first time that this one plays. Is on 10th. No, maybe not. Maybe play it on another one. It might be Quadratus actually. It might play on 2. I don't remember. It has. We didn't hear it today though. Oh, whoops. The doves might come back if you like reload the game. Let's figure out how to interact with the doves. Look at my meters. I like having meter. I'm Googling it. If Grant Kirkhope composed it. All right. Oh, interesting. Fish, huh? Turtles apparently are directly north of the shrine into the desert. What the fuck? Okay. Easiest spot to find them is directly north of the shrine into the desert. Then it says just to the southwest of the shrine. Oh, I think it, maybe north of the shrine into the desert is talking about the, like, this, like, the temple. And then I think they're talking about, a shrine, like a shrine in the desert. Like one of the save point ones. That's the turtle. Where's the dove? Dove. Most easily in the temple. If you run up and hold R2, you'll grab one and be dragged around by it. Okay. Alright, let's get that one. We could go turtle hunting. I think we'll save that for another time, though. Let's just quit and then load back in. Nine Colossi. What the fuck? I do think we've sort of found ourselves in a little bit of a weird spot here, though. Just because, like, with 7 left, it doesn't really leave us with, like, a nice, clean, like, number of Colossi for 1 or 2 more streams. Okay, apparently you can grab onto them like you can with the hawks. But not like that. But it said like, just like try. Here we go. They're coming back. Let's see. If we jump off this, will they like settle? See if they go back in. Looks like they are. I don't like doves. I like you, Aggro. Your name's Aggro. I know, why do we keep doing this? Okay, hold on. Alright, we're back. Our dove hype. There we go. Whee! Ah! That bird wiped out. All right, well that definitely counts as interacting with the bird. It said grab onto him for a little bit so that the game counts it, but the two interactions we did, the hawk and the dove, I would say we definitely interacted with them. Looking at the map, we got some shit filled in. We really did a number on the south down here. There is another Colossus down where those clouds are in the middle there. Like right here-ish at the bottom of the screen. There, the 13th, I believe, is down. Unless he's out there. Maybe he is. He might be like further north in the desert. But then there's the 11th, I think, is out there too. And I think the 10th even, we're going to go out that way. Because those are both in the desert for sure. I think 13th is down there. But we probably got one like over here. I don't know, man. Well, we filled in a lot of the map. Like, not a lot. Like, this shit up here, like, other than those, like, cracks you can go in over there, you can't really go up to that part, I don't think. And yes, you can go across the bridge. I don't remember exactly how, but I'll look it up. We'll figure it out. We're gonna get the trophies we can, at least. It was fun getting the one with the jumping slash. I like that we got it on the first guy that we fought. And it took us so long to do it. Aggro's pissed. She's like, she's over this. After that last battle, she's like, yeah, whatever. Do it on your own, dude. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play by the cliffs again. There she goes. 07. Oh, he's over there. Maybe he's over there and by like sector 4B. Sector 4B, C-ish. I don't know. Hey, guys. That's gonna be the end of the game today. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. It was a fun one. Again, we messed around a lot in that middle chunk there. But it was fun. We got some good bits. Some good discussion out of that. And, you know, hell yeah. Hey, thanks to... Whoa, where's my mouse? Thanks to Tamal for the resub. We had a Sizz resub. We got a Miss Iris 890 follow. Thank you for the follow. Who else did I have? There was another resub. Oh, Comb, right? Comb with the 2 babies, 2 babs, double bab. And Zabrag with the big Zabrag rave. Hey guys, we will be back with Mega Man Legends again, thank God, on Sunday. I believe we will beat that by the next time I have to work a Sunday. I hope. It's 3 Sundays in a row we'll get to play it. So I think we'll wrap on that, you know, before then. Depending on how much we fuck around, which will always be a lot, but you know what I mean. And we'll be back playing more of this next Friday, same old time. We'll take down at least 4 more. Or maybe we'll do 3 Colossi and like we'll do some trophies or some side stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know how we put ourselves in a weird place today. Especially if we don't get like stuck like that again. But we easily could get stuck like that again. But yeah, enjoy your weekend. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Big love. I'm just gonna cut out here right now. We don't always gotta talk that much. Hell yeah. Guys, Fletch, thanks for watching. Okay, actually cut out. Bye.